Hey everybody! All right, so we're not moving on from the topic that we had yesterday. We're still recording data carefully and making simple graphs. Working with a small group yesterday, I realized that it is very difficult on the screen to draw tallies, right? And keep them neat and organized. So I understand. I understand that it is a challenge. I do want to just talk about why it's important though, and I'd show you maybe a couple strategies I use when I draw. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is on your tablet there are a number of different tools. I'm going to use the sharpest tool I can. So probably the pencil is going to work best. And I'm going to use different colors to kind of signify that I am finding these animals. Right? So let's go ahead and grab a green pencil. I'm going to do my kittens. One kitten, one tally. One kitten, one tally. One kitten, one tally. One kitten, one tally. They're all over the place. One kitten, one tally. Kitten, one tally. Then before I do anything else, I slide over and I count those tallies. This information I'm going to need when I move on to the second part, when I move on to graphing this data. So now I'm going to change colors here. Still get that sharpest tool. I'm going to try to keep my tallies organized. Let's do these birds next. One bird, one tally. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a second and just kind of race ahead, and then I'll hop back on with you. You do the same. All right, so 8 kittens, 6 birds, 14 bunnies, 12 gerbils, maybe. 8, 6, 14, 12. And try to remember those numbers. 8, 6, 14, 12. Why? Because right here, I have to graph them. So we're going to go 8, 6, 14, 12. Now, when I'm graphing, I'm going to use these ovals to stand for 2 of each animal. So I'm not going to make 12 circles. It takes a long time to do that. I'm going to count by 2s instead. These are the animals that were in my picture. That's the title of this graph. So let's start with the kittens here. I'm going to do 8 kittens, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to do 6 birds, 2, 4, 6. I'm going to do 14 of the rabbits, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And I'm going to do 12 hamsters, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then, now that I've made the graph, you can see why people make graphs. In a really quick amount of time, you can see which one's least, which one's most, right? How many more there are than another one. It's really nice to make comparisons, and it's nice to be able to make these graphs, right? So, I wanted to review making the graphs because we're going to have one more day with it. Here we go. Let's show you the graph you are going to make today. You are going to be making one out of stickers. It says, there are 5 different stickers that Amy has. Please count the stickers, tally them, and write the number. You're going to then use that information, maybe keep it all organized. With number 9, it'll tell you how many flowers and seashells and puppies and hearts and stars she has, so you don't have to remember that. Then you're going to give this graph a title, hint, hint, hint. I would call it stickers. And then count by 2 for every one of these pictures. So you're going to be making a picture graph. When you're done with the picture graph, I want you to practice just a little bit. It's very common for them to use a key that is not 1. Here the key is 4. Here the key is 2. Here the key is 4 again. So when you're counting these, you have to remember you're counting by 4s, you're counting by 2s. Here you're counting by 10s. So when you do these, you have to make sure you're going 2, 4, 6. You can't fool me, Mr. W. There are 6 planets, right? It's not just 3. You have to count using the key. Okay? So I think I put these problems together with the picture graph I'd like you to make. And then on the next slide, I have some fun math games about graphing that you can try on the iPad. Appreciate it. Thanks now.